Hey guys, thanks for joining me on Delisa Sports Show. Let us talk about the fifth round game versus Mansfield. The team are traveling to Mansfield early Saturday for the early kickoff at 12. Is it 12:45? 12:15 on the 7th. And this is how we should expect them to line up, guys. So in goal, we know he doesn't play Raya in the cup games at the moment, and there's absolutely no need to expose Raya to anything on that day because we've got Kepa in goal. Fingers crossed is fine. If it's not Kepa, it's going to be Sepford. Back four, we should expect Arsenal to line up similar or the same to this, depending. And I agree with Life Score on here. Jury and Timber, because I think Ben White's got some issues. Mosquera with Big Gabby Central and Califiori, who did a short stint in our previous game against Brighton. That was a terrible game, but enjoyable in the end. I've watched it twice more after, and honestly, very well managed in the end with a bit of heart attack to it. So yeah, the reason I'm not complaining about Big Gabby playing there, we do need continuity. We cannot just take everyone out and hope for the best. So Mosquera and Big Gabby should be fine. Nkapie, although I'd wonder why Nkapie is getting a rest, we might see Nkapie come back in and play with Mosquera there. It's possible, but I don't mind getting Califiori back up and running because the next 3 months is going to be brutal, guys. I'm not lying. It's going to be brutal on these guys. And Nkapie has been basically playing like a demon the last few games that he has played, doing really well. Now, midfield, is this going to be our chance to see Miles Lewis-Skelly playing in midfield? Tell me it is so, because if it is, I'll be so happy. We all want him playing. I am very disappointed that he hasn't made progress this season. He obviously is probably going to be very frustrated. These things happen, but his maturity will see him through. He just needs to keep improving. Probably the discipline, probably a style of play, whatever the case. Life Score are thinking Skelly, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Christian Norgard, and Eze in that central midfield role, which can work very well. Up front, for me, instead of Trossard, I'd start Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and Madueke sounds absolutely perfect for us. I think Martinelli, Trossard probably for the leadership, but I think Martinelli could do just as good a job. But of course, we do have him as a potential guy for a substitute. I reckon Trossard should come on as a substitute. For me, he is my first pick for the main team in a regular game. So this is the way I would line up. Now, do you guys want to learn the names of the guys from Mansfield? I think they deserve a mention. Let us know who they are. In goal, they've got a guy called Liam Roberts, and then they usually play apparently a back three, according to Life Score. So we've got Kyle Noyle, Deji Oshilaja, Fraser Blake Tracy. That's not 3 people, that's 1 person with lots and lots of names for no good reason. And then Lucas Atkins, Aaron Lewis, Lewis Reed, and McLaughlin. Then Will Evans as some sort of number 11. I don't know what he's doing there. Then Tyler Roberts and Reese Oates. This is how we are expected to line up. Let's see. Have we ever played Mansfield before? We've never played Mansfield before. The odds, Arsenal odds on to win this. We look like we're going to be very good. Let me see Mansfield last few games. They have drawn the last 2, lost the other 2, and won the other one. Arsenal, in the meantime, have won the last 3, drew, and won the other one. So we, as expected, we are top of the league. We're doing amazingly well. But I think we should be able to annihilate Mansfield Town. I have gone for a 3-0 win for Arsenal, only because I've noticed the last few games we are not trying to score more than we have to. And that has got a lot to do with the tiredness of the players. They're just not overextending themselves, which is pretty clever. If they can do it in May, end of April, May, that will work out. At the moment, we just need to do score 1, chill out, relax, and then let the opportunities come to you and then put them away when you can. So we're not chasing goals once we are ahead. But in a team, in a matchup such as Mansfield, we need to go all out because we've got fresh legs on, people who haven't played for a long time. And I think personally, we should be winning this easily, 3-2. Now, if you support Mansfield, yeah, tell me what you're expecting from this game. Do you think you can surprise us? Personally, Arsenal don't need an FA Cup run. We've got bigger fish to fry and even bigger problems. Our problems are really big because you saw how we've been playing the last few games. We are tired. Against Brighton, it was absolutely hilarious. Well, actually, it was painful. It was funny in the end that we made it through. It could have easily been a draw. Actually, no, not easily. It could have been a draw, but we should have won it a lot easier. But you can tell that our midfield generals are exhausted. We've got defenders winning man of the match for like weeks in a row. I don't remember the last time a forward player. Oh, I think actually I'm lying. Didn't Gyökeres win it against Spurs? You know what I mean? But then Spurs are so bad. Even I could probably win a man of the match award in that game against them. So yeah, it's not much of a trophy. But yeah, we are absolutely knackered. So a second string side, for Arsenal, should do the job very nicely. And this match is going to be on TNT Sport early Saturday. So join me tomorrow and let's watch this match, guys. Yeah. So, but that is going to be the weekend fixtures. Let's have a look at the other fixtures that are happening Friday night. I've done a prediction video as well, which should be a lot of fun. Friday night, we'll go Wolves versus Liverpool. Now, I said Liverpool should win this despite Wolves upsetting them only the other day because they won't want it to happen again and they need an FA Cup run. They've got a very difficult side of a Champions League draw. So they're out of the Premier League. The Champions League looks really painful. And the way they're playing and the way they're being managed, I can't see them bypassing the likes of PSG, who they're going to be coming into contact with pretty soon. So yeah, they need an FA Cup run. And then on Saturday, Arsenal Mansfield, I've already told you 3-0 Arsenal in my opinion. And then the other games that are happening are Wrexham Chelsea. I've gone for a Chelsea win 4-1. And I've also gone for a Manchester City win against Newcastle because Newcastle are little bros to Man City. They see Man City, they don't even compete for more than 20 minutes. The minute Man City get over them, they just do not even make any extra effort to win. And they actually do. Yeah, they're not interested, are they? Let's be honest. But they could do with a good run in the FA Cup because they're really, but their squad is also suffering. They've got some big injuries in there. So that's probably why. Man City are not exactly great themselves. We've seen better Manchester City sides of the previous years. And then on Sunday, Fulham, Southampton, I've gone for a Fulham win. No surprise for me. They need a good run in the FA Cup. But it could be a game where we could see an upset. Sunderland, Port Vale, I've gone for a Sunderland win. Port Vale, I think, might find Sunderland too much to handle. Sunderland are having a great time in the Premier League right now. We expected them to drop straight back down, but it looks like they've got enough to tide them over. What have I done? To tide them over to stay. Same with Leeds United, who are going to be facing Norwich City. So I went for a Leeds United win because they're in similar position with Sunderland. They are doing really well, upsetting all the right teams, all the right clubs, and doing enough to pick up points to survive this season. They should be fine. And then the last game of the FA Cup to see who's going to land into the quarterfinals is going to be West Ham United versus Brentford, another all Premier League clash. I am expecting Brentford to do West Ham because West Ham do not need an FA Cup run. These guys have got problems. They need to win. They have to beat Manchester City in a few weeks' time to give themselves a good chance to drop Tottenham right into the relegation zone. They really need it. So the best thing for them to do right now is to lose to Brentford. They won't do it deliberately. I think they're too classy for that. But they are not going to be breaking their necks because they've got a huge, huge Premier League clash coming up soon. They're going to go and compete. But Brentford, for me, are going to take the day because Brentford have actually beat West Ham home and away this season. Already in the Premier League, I think, or either this year or last year. Anyway, the last two games, Brentford have had the beating of West Ham. So I went for Brentford to win 4-2. Guys, give me your predictions, yeah? Who's going to win? Manchester City. I really don't want Manchester City in my future. I do not want to see Chelsea anywhere. There are certain teams I don't want in the next round. I don't want Manchester City. I don't want Chelsea. We've got problems. But the minute, if we get any of the big teams in the next round, and if there are no upsets, Arsenal should just continue playing the second stream in the FA Cup, because I think we need to focus on the Premier League and the Champions League right now. And we've already got a final against Manchester City in the Carabao Cup coming up soon. So guys, let me know what you think. These are my predictions, and this is my Mansfield versus Arsenal preview. I'll be talking about it. I'll be talking to you guys very soon. Thanks for joining me, and see you later. Bye-bye.